Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom, and guess what? It is Sunday, so make sure you clean your vacuum. All right, I'm going to put it down here. Don't look at the cleavage. All right, I have to stand right here because we can scroll this way. Look at that. Oh, a little went too fast. I'm getting dizzy. See that? The welding sleigh is open. Yes, I'm not up at 7 in the morning welding or whatever. It's because the power went out. Yes, the power went out. I'll scroll this way to get out of the wind. Yes, the power went out. All right, so if we started the August long weekend off, Friday at 5:35 p.m. the power went out. And then it came on at noon on Saturday. So then we went 6 hours and 35 minutes with, how would you say, hydropower. And then the power went out Saturday night at 6:35. Yes. Don't you think it's a conspiracy theory? Yes. 5:35 on Friday, the power went out. And then 6:35 on Saturday, the power went out. So guess what? Tonight is going to be Sunday. So at 7:35 p.m. the power will go out. Yes, because they'll turn it on at noon again today. Yes. And then on Monday, the long weekend, it'll be 8:35 when the power goes out. Yes, we've got it all figured out. And also, too, it is dark at night with no power, and I shut the welder off. It is dark, like you're down in Florida. Those guys have dark days. All right, so this morning we woke up to plus 10 Celsius, but feels like plus 49. Oh, woke up to 10 degrees Celsius, but then on the yo-yo scale, plus 49 Fahrenheit. It's usually plus 50. Oh, it's so confusing, like Father's Day here in WHO-ville. All right, the smoke is rolling in. It was clear skies this morning, sunny and smokeless. I could see far on the cameras. Oh, I got the burps. Yes, I had lots of peanut butter. Ooh, look, I'm having a good hair day. Nice and frizzy. All right, today we're going to work on the snow truck, because the snow truck might have to go to WHO-ville. Yes, in the snow. Yes. Oh, that wind is getting bad. All right, we're going to go a bit more here. We got lots to do today because it's Sunday. Yes, it's Sunday. All right, I'm so dizzy from spinning around, but look at those flags. It's getting nasty out here, like the wind. All right, we better get to work. Here comes the boss, even on a Sunday.
Sunday morning in WHO-ville. It's almost 9 a.m. and there is still no power. Not sure when it'll be back on. As you can see, it's pretty windy out here right now as well, so sorry about the background noise. Now let's head inside and let the dogs out, then I can make breakfast. This afternoon I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's doing. 9:30 and I just finished breakfast and let the dogs back in. I'm gonna head out and do some berry picking this morning since it's nice and windy and not hot out like the last few days. Plus, I finally get to test out my berry picker, so let's get the quad out and go pick some berries. Made it up to my blueberry picking spot. As you can see, there's still lots here after they pushed this and made it into a fire break. Now let's test out my new berry picker. That is nice. I don't have to bend over and pick one by one anymore. Wow, look at that. That is cool. 10:30 and I just got back from berry picking. I filled up almost a full butter container, which is pretty good. I'll go back later on as well. Now let's let the dogs out, then I can sort these out and throw out the bad berries and keep the good ones. Shouldn't take me very long to sort these out. This berry picker worked out perfect. I was able to get lots of berries and I didn't have to hurt my back or hands. And as you can see, my hands aren't purple from hand picking all the berries. I am so glad we were able to get these. 12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. There's still no power. I think I'll just have a ham sandwich today. I'm not really that hungry. I've also been sorting berries out this morning. I have about half a tub left, which isn't bad. So let's head inside and let the dogs out and then I can make lunch. Sorry about the background noise. It is extra windy out here right now. 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. I don't have to go to the kingdom until around 4 p.m. or so. My dad is just working on a few things and doesn't need my help until then, so I'll head inside and do a few things around the house. There's still no power. We're not sure when it's supposed to be back on or not, but at least I have the power source and the inverters. 3 p.m. and I just had the power source going so I could charge up the batteries. For some reason, inverter number 2 here isn't holding a charge. I did put the battery chargers on this one from inverter number 1 and they work on number 2 here, so I think it's the alternator. I will be changing that out. I already took some of the wires off, but I don't have the right tools for the bottom there, so when I head over to the Kingdom, I'll grab the right wrench. I also have an extra one here, which I'll put on.
Okay, 3 o'clock coffee, and guess what? We'll scroll this way so everybody gets dizzy. Yes, look at that. Still no power. Yes, so I don't know what's going on. The other day, Friday night to Saturday, it was 5:35 till noon on Saturday. And then today they put a thing saying we figured it'd be on at noon today. So I wasn't going to make any videos until, well, power came on. Also, too, I was running the welder steady over here because we're doing the dog blankets. Plus, I had to bring the temperature down in the freezer because I made dog treats last night. And I was drying the dog blankets. We put dog blankets in the dryer and fluff them with the fleece sheet so they smell fresh for them. Yes, we do that every Sunday. So that's our Sunday routine. Plus the hot water tank, we are filling it. So I left the welder running steady and I didn't want to shut it on and off. Plus we were welding. See, we got a mess. Everything is out here like you would not believe. But then again, we're having fun. All right, I'll stop the video in case I made a mistake. Okay, did a sound check and everything's going good. The Lily Tom and Mike is performing well. So what we did this morning was put the hitch on. Yes, the hitch down there. All right, but we also have to take the welder, the other welder, which is over there behind front of the loader. That was the one that was over here in the shop. Are everybody confused? Just follow along. I am too. Okay. So we had to put a box on. We always wanted a box on the snow truck because we're going to be throwing cables and chains in and everything like that. It's not for hauling, but we'll put the welder in and go to town. So we got the hitch on. Everything worked out good. We did the welds. Everything's good. Very pleased. It turned out well. So we bolted some angle iron on, and then we took this rotten wood. Oh, this decking here. That's that pressure treated crap. Oh my God. I don't know what that is. But it seems like the pressure treat rusts the nails, and the guy who built this, well, had used those Ardox nails or those spiral twisted ones. Talk about a pain in the ass. So let's walk over here. Okay, this was part of the decking from the house. We recycled, repurposed. We had a piece left over, so we had it over leaning against that tank shed for almost a year now. Yes, it was a year. So we always knew it'd be the deck for the snow truck. So this stuff is crap. So what I did was take the skill saw, cut the pieces out to the length that I need because it is crap. Unreal. So then try to get the nails out or the boards. As soon as you touch those pressure treated wood, it splits. So what I ended up doing was going after the, how would you say, the stringer or the main one, and split it. Split it, split it, split it. And it was still a fight to get those nails out. It's like the pressure treat, how to say, rust everything right in. So we got lots of nice kindling, but we got one hell of a mess to clean up. The staff is be coming over soon, probably not to help clean up, but to get this welder loaded up in the snow truck, and we're going to go into WHO-ville with the snow truck. Yes, the snow truck in August, going to WHO-ville in the snow truck. Jeez, that's just like the Grinch going to town in his sleigh.
3:30 and it looks like my dad is ready for my help. I also grabbed him a loaf of bread, so let's head over to the Kingdom and see what he's up to. Sorry about the background noise. It is still extra windy out here right now, and the smoke is pretty bad. Made it to the Kingdom and I switched over to my dad's Me phone with his mic. That way I don't have to send a bunch of videos at the end of the day. Looks like we'll be bringing the snow truck into WHO-ville with the welder on the back. That way if I need full power, I'll have the welder on hand since we don't know how long the power will be out for. My dad's just putting the batteries in the back of the snow truck and then we'll start her up. Got the welder ready to move. Now my dad will bring the loader around, hook onto it, then we can put it in the back of the snow truck. Got the welder loaded into the snow truck. Now we'll make our way into WHO-ville. My dad will leave this there overnight until tomorrow, or if the power doesn't come back on, we'll end up wiring the welder into the house, which isn't that hard. But for now, I'm okay. I do have my camp stove and I can cook meals on that. Whoops. He just said he forgot to turn the gas on. Now I'll have to walk over there. He has one brake right now. Tomorrow he's going to put a emergency brake on there for cases like this so he doesn't have to roll down the hill. He made it pretty far without turning the gas on. Now let's try this again. Look on that side. Made it into WHO-ville with the snow truck. Now my dad's going to quickly change out the alternator for me. I was going to do it myself, but since he's here, he can do it. This is actually a new alternator too, so we're not sure why it's not charging up the batteries. Got the alternator changed out, and as you can see, it's a little loose. It's not supposed to be doing that, so that explains why it wasn't charging the batteries. This is a brand new alternator as well. First time using it is on the power source, and looks like it's a little broken. Now let's head back to the kingdom and drop my dad off. Made it back to the kingdom and dropped my dad off. Now I'll switch over to my Me phone and head back into WHO-ville. Then I'm going to run the welder for a little bit just to work it in. Since it's been sitting for so long, then I can get the inverters going and charge up the batteries. 5 p.m. and I just finished running the welder. I had the fridge and the freezer plugged in just to work the welder in since we haven't started in so long. This right here is the plug to plug in my whole house. My dad has the plug, we just have to find the cable for it. Now let's head inside because the sandflies are extra bad. Then I can make supper and end my day.
Okay, 5 o'clock in the kingdom. We worked hard today and still no power. Look at that smoke rolling in. That's from the Leaf Rapids fire. Yes, Grief Rapids. They are in grief right now. All right, we'll just scroll past the flags real quick, showing which way the wind's blowing. And look at that. The staff's got the big power over there, so we're just going to wire it in. Maybe she can cook a turkey in her oven now. Yes, it is Sunday. All right, let's look at the flags. We did good today. Not much video time, but when the welder's running, we got things to do. Yes, we got it done. Hopefully the power comes back on. Oh, well, we did this the month of June. So what's wrong with the month of August? All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some 7-Up, make a video on generator power. Talk to you later.